Hi, I'm Callie Woods.
I'm Chloe Hayes.
I'm Gisel Gomez.
Eligio, Cisneros.
And this is our 3D model that we created that represents a monocot, dicot, or gymnosperm root in primary growth.
The vascular tissue includes the xylem in the center and the phloem and bundles around it in clusters. And there's also supportive and protective tissue that is indicated by the white and brown dots on the rest of the vascular bundle. The xylem is responsible for moving nutrients, dissolved nutrients, and water up the plant, while the phloem is responsible for moving nutrients around the plant to where they're needed. They're all made out of straws because they're responsible for moving things, so that's how they can flow through the plant.
Moving outwards of the vascular bundle, we get to the pericycle. The pericycle is indicated in our model as a thick cube. That means that it protects the vascular bundle from keeping it in place and keeping bad things outside of it, since it's so vital to the plant cell. From the pericycle, we move to the endodermis. The endodermis is indicated in blue and looks very similar to the pericycle in that it's blocky. This is another added support and also protects the vascular bundle and lets only good things go in or go out. It's like an epidermis, but it's further into the cell. And then, protecting and keeping everything in place, we have the Casparian strip. We indicated that in red, and it goes around both the pericycle and the endodermis.
In this section, we'll be talking about the section outside of the Casparian strip, which is composed of the cortex and the epidermis. Here you can see there's two different colors, orange and yellow. Orange signifies in which the cell is no longer alive, and the yellow are still alive. In this section, the cortex signifies a place for being recovering from damage that can be promoted by nematode. This is the epidermis, represented by this fuzzy green wire. It makes sure control the things that go inside and outside of the cell by being the outer part that protects it.
So the root hairs are an extension of the epidermis cells, which are responsible for absorbing water and nutrients, and they're also very sensitive and fragile. So we decided to demonstrate them as so in our diagram because the fuzzy particles on the pipe cleaners demonstrate the small particles that help absorb the water and the nutrients that the root needs.
Just to overview the cell, we're going to get closer up so that you can see. Here's the Casparian strip extending around that little outer edge of the vascular bundle. The root hairs, which are pretty numerous, but not as numerous as a real cell's would be. The root hairs are labeled. Then we have the cortex with those cells, with some of them that are dead. And we have the inner cells of the xylem and the phloem that hold things into place. You can really see here when the phloem is a super big transportation system and the xylem is more of a consistent, overly populated way of bringing nutrients and water up the cell. That is a closer look at our cell. We hope that our model allowed you to understand a little bit more about our root cell and primary growth. Thanks.